identical cards are numbered, and then they want you to draw a possibility diagram. So you must know possibility diagram is like in a box form. Possibility diagram is rarely tested in O-level. Many years they only test one time. But you still need to know, because you don't know whether you are the chosen one this year, they test possibility diagram. So make sure you know how to do possibility diagram. Okay, so I'm going to draw card 1, 2, 4, 5. So let's say this is the first draw. Okay, and then the second draw, I also can draw 1, 2, 4, 5. Some of you never read the question. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no such card. So you all need to follow. Yes? Have or don't have? Matrices, probability and data analysis. 3 chapters, 2, 3, 4 in WA2. Yes, that one. Cumulative frequency, standard deviation, median, that one. Okay, and then they say he's going to draw 2 cards at random, one after the other, without replacement. So meaning after I pick out the first card to be 1, I cannot pick out 1 again because it's without replacement. So this one cannot happen. 2, 2 cannot happen. 4, 4 cannot happen. 5, 5 cannot happen. So this 4 is not considered as an outcome. You don't add it to your total outcome. They are not possible. Okay, next one is I want to find the difference between 2 numbers. When we talk about difference, it's always a positive number. When I ask you to compare pocket money between 2 persons, I bring $10, the person bring $8. Our difference is negative $2. You don't say that, you just say $2. So difference, you always use the bigger minus the smaller one to get the positive difference. So this one is an unspoken rule you need to know. So if I pick out 2, 1, then the difference between them is 1. I pick out 4, 1, then it's 3, 5, 1, then it's 4. So I'm only looking for the number 1, 3, 4. This one will be 4, 2. So the difference is 2. 5, 2, the difference is 3. This one is 5, 3. 5, 4. The difference is 1. Okay, same thing here. 1, 2. So the difference is 1, not negative 1. This is 1, 4. Difference is 3. 2, 4. Difference is 2. 1, 5. 3. 1. So I'm looking out for these numbers. I need to check that all these numbers are correct before I can award you the full 2 marks. Okay, so these are the numbers I'm looking out for. If you look at the highlighted numbers, I have a total of 12 outcomes, not 16. So some of you use 16, that's why it was wrong. So 12 outcomes because there's a total of 12 numbers, 6 on each side. So this table itself, everything fully correct, 2 marks. And then I want to pick out the prime number. So remember, prime number starts from 2. 1 is not prime. Prime must have 2 factors, 1 and itself. So start from 2, 3. These 2 are prime numbers. So if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5 of them. So the answer is 5 out of 12. Where? Oh, one more, sorry. 6 out of 12. So it's half. So your answer is half here. So this is part 1. Don't include the 1. 1 is not prime. Okay, next. I want divisible by 2. So divisible by 2 is 2 and 4. 2 and 4. So you have 4 outcomes out of 12. So your answer is 1/3. Okay, so a lot of you got this number 4 and the number 6 correct, but you put it out of 16. So I cannot give you the mark. Yes. Yeah, you don't include this 4 because it's not an outcome. So your total is 12, not 16.
It's 2
If it's 2 marks, we will give a method. Because it's 1 mark, you get nothing. Okay? So this one is testing you on your lower sec understanding of factors and numbers. Yeah, gone plain, you know, like piranha like that. So, okay, I'll refill with.
You know, Miss Sim give 4 days.
4? Okay, I buy candy. Yeah.
She goes Jaya.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Mr. Yap either drives, cycles, or take the bus to work. So first thing you draw, it's the first option, drives, cycles, or bus. So this is his 3 mode of transport. Okay, and the probability that he drives is 1/4, cycles is 1/3. So to find bus, you need to use 1 whole minus the 1/4 minus the 1/3. So 3, 7, 5 out of 12. Okay, so these 3 must add up to 1. That's the first rule of thumb. Okay, next one, when he drives, this one when he drives, he is late. Okay, it will be 1/5. That means when he is not late, it will be 4/5. Because these 2 branch should also add up to 1 probability. Okay, then next branch they tell you, when he cycles and he is late, is 3/10. So when he cycles but not late, will be 7/10. Okay, last one is when he takes a bus, he is late, is 2/5. That means not late would be 3/5. So all these branches, you must know how to find the probability. If not, cannot proceed. Okay, so first one is I want him to drive and late. So drive and late is this branch here. So you need to multiply these 2 together. So 1/4 times 1/5. You get 120. Okay, next one. Yes. Okay, next one is I want to take the bus to work. That means I don't care he's late or not. I just want to take the bus. So it's just 5 out of 12. So you can use 1 minus 1/4 minus 1/3. Then you get 5 out of 12. This one not important, so you don't need to go and calculate. But even if you calculate, it will arrive you at the same thing. That means you go and do this. Then you go and do this. You add them up. It will still give you 5 out of 12. Okay, so both will give you the same thing. Okay, last one. I want him to not be late. So that means no matter what outcome, I want to pick the one that is not late, not late, not late. So this 1 outcome, 2 outcome, 3 outcome. I want to add these 3 together. So the first one is 1/4 times 4/5. The second one is 1/3 times 7/10. The last one is 5/12 times 3/5. So you add it all up, what should you get?
Are you gonna
4/1/16.
This one
Huh?
is studying the paper again.
4/1/16. Oh,
This one is
41/16.
60.
60. Okay. Yeah.
That's why you're gonna set the paper again, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna ask like why
Anything is possible.
why
Don't
is
ask me.
it add together and not time?
Yeah.
That easy. Like doing hard.
Times 3/5. Yeah, this one, this branch.
Like people say like Johnny
I want not late, right?
why the 1/4
No, I will take both.
instead of 1?
So if this one, you can do this times the late one and times not late. Because late or not late, it doesn't matter.
You're
Yes.
adding both of it together, but it's actually indefinite.
Okay? So this one, you must know how to draw the tree diagram. you must know how to fill in the probability. Okay, Sailesh? Today you look like you are ready to learn. Very good. Justin, you look like you are very happily chatting with Jamil about probability. Great. Okay, next one. Number 3, box and whiskers. If you are asked, you must score. I don't know why some of you read it wrongly. How can? Like how can? You are young and has a good pair of eyes, but why read wrongly? This one, range is maximum minus minimum. So the maximum is 40. The minimum is 15. So the range is 25. How far your data spreads out. Inter-quarter range is Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 is this line here, which is 30. Q1 is this line here, which is 18. 9? Oh, 2 boxes, sorry. 19. 2 box is 1. So 19. So you get 11 here. Okay? Okay, this is the part. Shh, I told you all before. This is minimum. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, maximum. Okay, listen Shh. This first section here is the lower quartile. So lower quartile is 25%. So this part here is 25%. This part here, from quarter 1 to quarter 2, quarter 2 is 50% from all the way to your minimum. But between quarter 1 and quarter 2, this is another 25%. Then to your upper quartile, next zone, this is another from 50% to 75. So this is another 25%. Yes.
Shouldn't 25% always?
No, because you have different number that is from that zone. Same number of people, but the spread of their data is different. So sometimes it's wider, sometimes it's closer together. Okay? So this is the 25. So if you look right, your box plot is divided into 4 quarters. They ask you, what is the probability of the people that has length greater than 30 cm? So it's this section here. Okay. So this section here means there's 25% of them. 25% is 25 out of 100. So it's 1/4 of them. You just have to tell me this. 1 over? No, you give me simplest form lah. Why you want to give me that? I will still write simplest form. Yeah. Okay? So remember, shh. Yes. So they like to ask this kind where they talk about probability when it's box plot. So you all need to know it's 25, 25, 25. So if I say, okay, remember when we went through 2025, there was one question that talks about equal proportion of people between this length and this length. Do you agree? Then the answer is yes, they are equal proportion. Or they say that actually this proportion is double of this because it looks like it's double, right? But actually it's not. There's equal proportion. So you must know that each quarter represents that 25% there. You can say that this one is 25%, so it's 25%, so they are equal in percentage, not double. Yeah, between Q1 to Q2 is 25%. Okay, next one. Let's look at the standard deviation. I realize that some of you use formula, don't use calculator at all. So make sure you know how to use the formula. Okay, so first thing first. Yes.
So is it just consistently 1
Yes. For all the 4 sections. Okay, can you tell me what's the frequency that's supposed to be in the chart? What's the number? Those who have calculated and got marked correctly. 24752. Okay, so how to calculate mean? You need mean value. So mean value, you add these 2 divide by 2, so it's 42.5. These 2 divide by 2, 47.5. 52.5. 57.5. Okay, this one you must get it right. If you want to pass or do better, this kind of question you must get it right. So how to calculate mean? You use frequency times the x. So 2 times 42.5, 4 times 47.5, 7 times 52.5, 5 times 57.5, and then the last one is 2 times 62.5. Divide by your total of 20 cars. Okay, then you should get what? Okay, give me exact. Don't round off to 3SF. It is exact like that. Okay, give me the exact number. Okay, shh. Then if you are using formula on the first page, they give you this. You must know what it means. Okay, listen. Shh. If you are using this formula, right, can you please take note? It is frequency times x squared. So it is the same thing, but you square the x. This is this part. This is first part of the formula. Then you minus the mean square. This thing here is the mean. Then you square root the whole thing. So if you are using your formula method, make sure you know how to apply this. I have at least about 5 of you who still using formula. So make sure you know how to use this. For those who's using calculator, yes, can. If you use calculator, I will just be looking at your final answer. 5.8 what? But it's 1 or nothing lah. That means you get it right or you get nothing. That's all. This is 5.8 what? 5.58. Okay, so 3SF. This one is also kilometer per hour. So if you never show working, I give you 1 mark here, 2 mark here if your answer is exactly correct. Okay, but if this is wrong, I will look at working to find marks for you. But if there's no working, then I cannot find anything lah. Okay? So this one is a must get. Make sure you know how to do. Krishvan and Brennan. This one. Make sure it's correct. You all got it wrong, right? Oh no, it's because your frequency table is wrong. Okay, then next one. The explanation is the nonsense one. Still not good enough. Explanation is like a given. Every year, O-level ask. No escape one. Okay, so I'm going to explain. Shh, pay attention. The mean. Okay, this one is Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. This one is Tuesday afternoon. So the speed, morning mean is 52.75 kilometer. The standard deviation is 5.58 kilometer per hour. But in the afternoon, it is this. So first comment. Okay, listen to this part. First comment, you compare the mean between morning and afternoon. It looks like Morning has a higher mean. So you must tell me that the speed of the cars, okay, in the morning is slower. Because, oh no, it's faster, sorry. It's faster. You cannot just tell me it's fast. You must give me evidence. If you don't give me evidence, I cannot give you the 1 mark. So you must tell me, since it has a higher median, okay, of how much. So you can take the difference between these two and then tell me how much kilometer per hour. So I need to see the word faster and higher median. If I don't see these two pair, I cannot give you 1 mark. So this is the first comment. Second comment, I will compare standard deviation. So between these two, I will say that the speed of the cars in the afternoon is more consistent. So some of you never make sense of what you're writing. You say the cars are more consistent. What do you mean? How can the cars be more consistent? It's the speed of the car. So the speed of the car is more consistent in the afternoon since it has a lower standard deviation of how much? So I need to see more consistent. I need to see lower SD. If I don't see the pair, you don't get the second mark. So this one must be a pair. Make sure you have. Yes. Yes. So standard deviation and IQR tells you about the consistency. The lower, the more consistent. So this is one comparison we make. Mean and median talks about performance. Okay, so it depends on the context. If we are talking about weight, then heavier. If we are talking about marks, then do better. If we're talking about speed, then who goes faster? If we are talking about time, then which one takes a longer time? So it compares performance. So this one, you have to compare it accordingly. Okay, when do we use standard deviation and mean? Standard deviation and mean is when you have cumulative frequency curve. Okay, but IQR and median is where you have things like the box plot. You will find Q2, you will find IQR. Right? So it depends on what you are finding and then you compare mean and median. Don't anyhow use the word. Okay? Next one. This one is like, I don't know why. Cannot read properly. So this one, make sure you know how to comment on the difference. Usually O-level will ask you for 2 comments. It is performance and consistency. Okay, next one. This frequency chart. I thought histogram will help you, but it killed many of you. Histogram is like P, not P. Sec 2 work.
No, you shouldn't include histogram in WA. Wait, you see histogram will help us. Who is included histogram?
Y'all don't anyhow derive your own conclusion.
No, which one? I see histogram before histogram will help us. So that means since you
That year we thought it will help y'all. That year.
Whatever you say. We believe you 100%.
Okay, please believe me. Okay, this one. Let me put everything together so that easier for you to see. Okay, so first thing first, I want to find median. I have 300, so median is at 150 here. Ayo. Here. So when I read properly, I zoom in. I know you all cannot zoom in, but it's here. So 152.46, 156. So it's 156 gram. So this one quite clear cut. Next one is inter-quartile range. So quarter 1, 25% of 300. You will find 75 of the data and find what is the mass. Okay? Quarter 3 is 75%. So you will get 225. So go and read what is the mass. So I'm going to read the mass at 75. So 75 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So if we read carefully, it's somewhere in the middle. So we can say it's 148.5. Is it? No, not 148, 147.5. Not 8 yet. Okay? And then the next one is 225. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. Okay, and then it's quite exact at 163. Yes. Wait. Let me finish this one. So this one is at 147.5. This one is 163. So IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So you will get your answer to be 15.5. Okay, if you choose this to be 148 and you get 15, we also accept. So it depends on what you get. Okay, next one is I want 20% of the apple to be heavier than a certain mass. When it is heavier, it is the upper part. So this one, be careful. When we talk about the top part, it is usually the more than. So 20% of 300 is 60. I want to know if I have 60 apples above, where should the mass be? So I must read at the 240 mark. Okay, so that I have 60 apples here. Here got 60 apples. So if I read here, it is quite nicely at 165. Okay, so in order for the 60 apples to be on top, my mass needs to be more than 165 grams. So this one is nothing ambiguous about it. Okay, last one is reading the table. Remember at the start of the chapter, this was what we did, but I think you all forgot already. So from 120 to 130, this is at 20. So actually the first one is wrong, it's at 20. Okay, second one, from 130 to 140, I go and read. This one is at the 45 mark. So the second one is at 45. No, I must minus the 20. So 25. Okay, next one at 150. I'm at the 90 mark. So this one should be 90 minus my 45. So it's also 45. Okay, after this paper, I'll give you a break. Okay, let me finish this. After I go through this paper. After this paper. Okay, next one is 160.
This one, I think I'm going for a breakdown. Look at this one.
195. So 195 minus 90, you get 105 here. Okay, then move on to the next section. $270. So 270, you minus the 195, it will be 75. Okay, and then the very last section, here, until 295. So 295 minus 270 is 25. And then the very last one is only 5. So all this data must be correct first. It is 20, 25, 45, 105, 75, 25, and 5. So that year there was some errata that we go and change the two values. Okay, then drawing shouldn't be a big issue. So somewhere here, 4 box.
This one can
You are.
okay,
You never even copy anything, you talk only.
but it's because I got it correct.
Yeah, but you never even copy anything, you tired what?
I'm asking for people around. I'm a caring person.
Okay, 45. Okay, most of you were able to draw. 105. Ayo. Yeah, very small. That year. Okay, don't worry, I'll give you enough space.
So that means there is a histogram.
If there is,
Oh, both sit up already. She sit up.
okay. Make sure it's easy to read.
She sit up already. She sit up already.
You can see, you can think what you want to think. Okay, but basically this is the chart. Okay, and then the last one is matrices. Okay, I give you 3 minutes break
3 minutes.
to you, but let's finish this one first. Okay, matrices. Shh. Matrices is not difficult, but they give some rules that you need to follow. So first they say, can you write down the matrix P? And P must be 3 by 4. So if you look at this is exactly 3 by 4. They only want you to write this whole thing down in the exact order that is there. So in your matrix, I cannot see comma. Once I see comma, it's nonsense already. Okay, but Q, they say that they want to find the amount of money received in cents. So Q needs to be a 4 by 1. So meaning like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 column. So if we put the money in, remember that this is in dollars. Okay, but question wants your answer in cents. So you need to give me 170, 150, 210, and 140. It is in cents. Okay, don't give me in dollars. So this one is the important one. Change this to cents. Silesh, wake up. Okay, then part B, they say find PQ. So you copy this chart, this matrix, and multiply it to this thing. So let me just emphasize that it is horizontal times vertical. So the black one.
This one, I just like to let you know, matrices is the best thing that ever happened.
Okay, great. Best thing. Okay, so horizontal times vertical, the first entry you will get is 14190. So this is the black one times the red one. Okay, that's how you get this. Second one, move on to the blue one times the red. So you should end off with 12310. Last one, the green one times the red one. So you should end off with 12810. Okay, so this is the answer I need to see for part B. So this one, all these are okay. The only difficult part is part C. Okay, wait, I just take photo, then I will go back. Okay, the only difficult part is part C. Okay, so you listen carefully. It says, I'm going to give discount 10% for this guy. Okay, 30% for this. And then 25% for this. All these are discounts. If I ask you to find individually, I'm sure you know how to. But they say you must use matrix multiplication and find the matrix R to multiply to this. So, I need to find a matrix R so that when I multiply to this, I can get the total amount of money received in cents for each of the bakery. So that means I need these 3 to be the amount of money I receive, not the discount I get. So I cannot go and find the 10%. I want to find the 90% because this is the amount I will collect. So I need to find the 90%, the 70%, and the 75%. So don't use the discount percentage. Use the remaining you have. So you ask yourself, this horizontal one, you will multiply with this vertical one. And the first entry must be for bakery A. I don't want to add in the B's and the C's. So my gut feel is these 2 must be 0. So that when this multiplies with this, I don't calculate this in. I also don't calculate this in. I only want to find out this amount and I want 90% of it. So this is the value that should go in this box. Okay? 90%. Okay, second row, I will also multiply with this column here. But I'm only interested in bakery B. This one. That means I don't want you to care about bakery A and C. I only want to find out about this. So the first and the last one should be zeros. So that these 2, when I multiply, Justin and Jamil, this is an important question that will always trap you for matrices. Matrices will always have that one last part that traps you. That you need to think. Come up with a matrix that will help follow the instruction on the question. So this matrix they won't give you. They want you to come up with. It is either with some zeros or everything is 1 or what. So you all need to think about this matrix. This is the difficult one for matrices. That's all. That one part that is difficult. So if you want to get all the marks, please make sure this kind you know how to do. So this one I don't want. This one I don't want. I only want this and I want 70% of it. So this is the 70%. So the very last row, I want to find for bakery C. I only want this value. I don't want these 2 because this is bakery A and B. So I make sure I have 2 zeros here. So that when I multiply this is 0 out, 0 out. I only want this one, which is 75%. So put the 75% in. So question don't need you to find the total. They want you to find the R. So the R is this one. This is the R they are interested in. This is the answer. They don't need you to multiply. They only want you to find the R. So this is the answer that most of you left out. Okay, that's it. So we have gone through 2025 and 2023. Your 2024 is with me. AAEP we will go through. We will also go through your O-Level 2023 paper 1. So make sure you bring that by Wednesday. If you want me to mark, it needs to reach me tomorrow. Okay, I will give you a short.
Can I see the
2024 is like this. Okay, wait, I see I got empty one. I don't have empty one. Okay, but you take a look. how the paper looks like. It's the homework for the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Have or not? Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's going
Because you see, this 3 will multiply this 3, right? But I only want to find the bakery A, this bakery A. I don't want to add in my bakery B and C. Because they want to find the total amount of money between events from each of the bakery. So just bakery A, bakery B, bakery C. So when I do the first one, it's for bakery A. So I don't want to add in these two, so I zero them out. Yes, so that I will not add these two in. Then the second one, when you multiply, I want to zero these two out. I only want bakery B. Then the last one, I zero these two out so that I only find bakery C. Yeah. Okay, we resume in another 2 more minutes time. Take out your vectors notes. We will continue with vectors. The drawing one, the arrow. My marking, I don't even dare to look. See, it's so high up.
Is this correct?
For what?
She's asking right.
2 by 3. Okay, the charge. 3. Okay, so they ask you to multiply. 3x plus.
Also I put plus.
Yes. Then total amount collected for different age group. You can tell me adult and children. Don't say different age group. Adult and senior citizen, is it? Respectively. The total amount collected was the same for both weeks. That means you equate these two together. So this one minus this one. Correct. But this one is a plus.
Plus.
Okay. That is correct. Yeah. This Friday, what date is it? The date is important because I will know